Hi friends, it's Sarah from Ruffles and Rain Boots, and today we're making a luxurious Santa gnome with velvet. If you'd like to make him, boop, stick around. As always, please like this video so I know you're here. Now, I'm not going to list all of the supplies right here because I'd be just chatting. The main things here are we're going to build it on a cone because that's easier, but you can build it on anything. We're going to need some fur. It doesn't matter what kind. We're going to need some trim. The star of the show is the velvet. Now, we are also going to be using our jacket and pants pattern. If you have a pirate pattern, that has been updated and you should see a free update to you today. We're going to use that pattern. We're going to add 2.5 inches on the fold side to the jacket and 1.5 on the long edge of the pants. You're going to then find the center of the pants and cut that per the pattern so you have 2 legs. So now we're going to also make the pirate boots, but we're going to make a change. Instead of just stiff felt, we're also going to add a black velvet. Now, if you're new here, get that tutorial down below, and also
here with a friendly gnome reminder to subscribe. How? Just click that red subscribe button below and then the bell for turning on all notifications. Now let's get back to Sarah and the crafts.
Okay, so once you have your boots built, we're going to place our legs just back of center, and you can use a dowel to create this hole. We're just going to make sure that we get it stable and steady. I pick it up and drop it a whole lot when I'm putting on legs, and then we're just going to add our glue to secure the dowels inside. Okay, and then you just kind of move it around, drop it, make sure it falls standing up. Okay. Once you have those done, we're going to make Santa chunky, okay? I'm using batting, but you can use fleece. It works just as well. So we're doing a 3-inch wide by the width of the base, and you're going to leave a little bit hanging off the bottom edge, and that's going to give us his little booty and his little tummy, see? Okay, so we're going to secure this first part to it. Make sure you don't have any like excess glue on the bottom because we don't want that glued anywhere, that hangover. We just want it as is. And then we're going to take half as wide and we're going to glue it just to the front. All right, so you see here, and we're going to shave the edges so it makes a nice transition. So we're going to shave the left edge and then shave the right edge. And now we're going to create the tummy going up to the beard. So we're just going to take a couple of snips off that and make sure it's nice and flat going down like a little slope. Okay, so now we're going to start assembling everything. Take the pants and we're going to hem everything twice if you're using velvet. I know it's a pain, but it totally works. Except for this part, you're going to hem it once. And then once you have that hemmed, you're going to wrap it around your guy. Now, there's a way to put it on. See that little flap? That's going to be the overlap in the back. You're not going to secure this to the gnome. I'm just using this to have something to push against. So you're just securing the flap to the pant leg. Or there you go. Right there. And then once that's dry, you're just going to pull them up. Okay, there you go. See, now they cover his little belly and everything. So the pants are really easily formed, but you see how that little overhang, there, look, there's his belly. Hello, Santa. Okay, so there's 2 ways you can do this. If you choose to make a longer leg gnome, you can use the same exact pattern and just scrunch it up or have it, drape. But I'm using only a 5-inch dowel. So I'm going to double this over, and instead of using any stuffing, I'm just going to use the actual fabric. You don't have to do this, but I'm lazy, so I just did it this way. So we're going to do the 2. We're going to hem that long edge, and we're going to double it up, and then we're going to pull them into the center. Oh, we got to do the other side. Sorry, that's what this is. And then we're going to pull them into the center like this, in between the legs, and then we're just going to add the glue. Oh, we're going to add the glue right to that, and then squish it together. There you go. Just like that. I use a clip just because velvet is not the easiest to work with. That's what I've learned. Once my pants were set, I just pushed them down and glued them to the top of my boots. See? Ta-da! Hello, Santa. And I have to poke his belly. And then I drop test him again. All right, for the arms, you're going to do exactly what we did on every other jacket and pants pattern. We're just going to hem the 2 long edges and 1 of the short edges. There you go. Don't burn yourself. And I'm adding a little wood round. It's not a bead, it's a round. I just get them on Amazon for the hand, but you can use a mitten or a little black felt glove would be super cute. And then what I'm doing is I'm adding a little polyfill and I'm gluing it down so it doesn't shift and move around as everyone plays with this. And then I'm going to close that seam. Now you can always add a wire in there if you'd like. For trim, I'm using the plush fur, and I just thought it was way better than the chenille yarn, but that works really, really well. Okay, so if you don't find the plush fur, hello hands, you can use the chenille yarn or eyelash yarn. Okay, so now for the jacket, we're going to hem it, and yeah, we're going to double hem it again. Okay, so this part's the super fun part, I think, but it took me a little while to get right, and that is, make sure you know where the bottom of the jacket is so you can still see its cute little belly, and then line it up so that the arms and are right where you want them, hanging down, because remember there's going to be trim all around the bottom. And then just line up, after you pin the arms, line up the center and then glue the inside of the jacket directly to the cone, okay? Don't pull it or shift it or pull it over or anything. We want it straight down. And then we're just going to do this for the top piece as well, is we're just going to go straight down. Because the only part that really can't be pulled is the front, right? Because we want it straight up and down. Lined up with his little boots. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this the top layer down right onto the top of the jacket there. I'm gonna flip it over, and then again we're lining it up, and we're just gonna glue this directly in the back. So that prevents anything from shifting, right? All right, so I'm going to add a little trim. Again, I'm just using the plush fur, and I'm not making it all the way up because our beard is going to actually go on this as well. So I did about 1 inch below the top of the jacket and did from the base of the jacket up that plaque. What do you call it? I don't remember. The front of the jacket. That's what we're going to call it. All right, for beards, I chose to make a 3 inch by 1 inch rectangle, and then I made another one and I glued it on top because I wanted it bushy, but I didn't want it wide or hanging over the front of his jacket. And then I just cut 2 1 inch rectangles, and I glued those. Well, I'm going to glue the whole beard on first, and then I'm going to put the mustache on. And you can see now I'm just putting the mustache onto it. I'm going to put the nose right in the center. There you go, nose. And then for longer pieces of trim, if you are using fur and not plush yarn, go ahead and mark it out so it's even. But you see that little fabric part of it? That's what you glue. And it's a little difficult sometimes to keep the glue out of the fur, but it really does pay off. This is like the fluffiest, plushiest gnome ever. For the hat, we're just going to hem the brim and one long side, just single hems, but that one long side is going to be the top side. So fold that over on the top, pin it down, and then secure the whole seam with hot glue. There you go, all the way down. All right, so for a pom-pom, I just folded a slip of the plush fur, glued it, folded it, or ran it around in my hands, and then stuck it on the very edge of my hat. It's all coming together. So if you have a piece of leather, you can use that, but I wanted to match my boots, so I took a long piece of black crushed velvet, hemmed both long edges, single hem, and then one of the short edges. I then just folded it in on itself, and it was about a 1/2 inch belt. Now I'm just going to attach it above that plush fur bottom. So I just kind of put glue on it and then made sure I had the plush fur pulled out of the way all along the edge, and then like that. And then I just glued it all the way around. I took a piece of gold foam and made a little buckle, but if you can find a little doll buckle or something, that would look really great. I couldn't find anything because COVID. Okay, so now I'm just adding a tiny bit of plush to my hat because I'm making a fold over hat. And then in the back, I'm actually going to secure the back before I secure the nose because we haven't glued down our arms yet. So I'm going to turn them however I'd like to pose them and glue them directly to that body. And now I'm just going to add on the scrunch of the hat on the nose and secure down the hat all the way around the body, taking very care just right in the front. And now I'm going to scrunch down the hat. I'm going to glue it in 2 places. I just liked the look of it. You do you, whatever you'd like. And then I'm going to make another long piece of trim that goes all the way around the base of the hat, applying it exactly as everything else, starting in the middle and then going all the way around. And then you stand him up and look at him. He's so cute. I'm really proud of this one. What do you think of him? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe to Ruffles and Rain Boots for more fun.